This is BB. Now, this is a quick video. For those of you who are encountering people who are doing this to you, like Kevin Christian and others. Oh, there's something out here now, like a boil. There's another mole or something on my face. They're just popping up. I don't know what happened. They just seem to be popping up all over my face. These little red dots, I don't know where they're coming from. I don't know if it's because of all these chlorine gas. Whatever they're doing to me is like, it's just to keep me feeling diseased and discomfort. In a constant state of discomfort. Like I have an energy of attraction. They stole from me. Now this is probably their logic. That if everything is right with me. See, the universe always takes care of me. It always brings me what I need in abundance. Whether it's money, whether it's people to support me, whether it's friends, whether it's lovers, whether it's people who are faithful, loyal, kind. I have them in abundance. I've always had them in abundance. For the last 3 years that I know of, my life has been in complete disarray. Where I'm feeling bad all the time. And when you feel bad all the time and your body is contracted because your physical body is starting to contract because it's in pain. When the pain comes and it hits you, a wave of the pain, you just contract like that. Your body is now being retrained. Your mind is also being retrained to just shut down, basically. Not be expansive, not be open, not to have your awareness expanded like the universe, to attract more good things, wholesome things, healthy things, things that make sense, things that bring solutions to life's problems for oneself and for the world at large. They have arrived financially, and it has to have had something to do with me. This is the reason why they are targeting me. There's a reason why they're choosing to do this. There's a reason why they're choosing to do this to you, whether it's the same group or that all these groups of people are interconnected somehow. Because they have found a new way to congregate, to convene, to get together. It's called they're talking in each other's minds. It's like staying under the radar, as it were. They call it radio silence. Where they're mind chatting, mind fucking each other. And then they put it on some unsuspecting sap and they pull them into this loop. This loop of endless misery. Loop of endless misery. These people are not happy. They're not happy with themselves. They're not happy with each other, which means they are hateful. And they're trying to create that more of the same. So they know how to do this because they know what made them unhappy. They know what made them miserable. They know what they hate about themselves and each other. But they may be not being able to voice it out because they're tied in this endless loop of fear. They want to spread it to people like me. Now, they've stolen from me, or they've gotten something because of me. Or they've, I don't know, they have this thing where I wake up at night and I find like I'm talking to people. I'm dispensing medical advice, I'm doing different things. And I don't know where all of this is going. Well, what it is, sorry, my cat, like she just has to go. So she found a way to go. What is going to happen now is like they want me to be completely in misery, in dis-ease, in discomfort, in things that, you know, is constantly painful, to cause a repulsion in me. Because now I'm getting angry. Just how they found what makes them angry, I'm getting angry. I'm getting enraged. And my mind and my body is now being trained to be as miserable as they are. Somebody told me, a psychic told me, misery likes company. It's a very common phrase, and people have been hearing this since they were teething, maybe. You know, misery likes company. In this case, it is absolutely a fundamental truth of their foundation. This built on that premise, I should say, not premises. Premises, and because the premises would be titled Misery Likes Company, so the premise was built on the premises that says misery likes company. Misery does like, or do like company, or does like company. See, sometimes whoever is in my head, like I have a problem with the do and the does. Like I don't know where it's applicable. I never had this problem before. I never had this problem before. The thing with them is like one of them has like 42 degrees. She thinks she's a scholar. That's okay. Nobody wants to take her degrees from her. But she has to point out how stupid other people are. She must live a very fulfilling life. If her job is to sit down and point out what's wrong with people's English and how, if they're not grammatically correct and how many degrees they don't have, I wouldn't want to be her. She's trying to see what's wrong with people. Well, they all are. And how many things are wrong and how many flaws they have and what their sinful ways and their ugliness. They don't see the good in people. They don't even see it in themselves. How are they going to see it in somebody else? It's like they've lost their way and they like it and they want to pull us. But like, we have this to offer, and if you don't like it, we will beat you down until you like what we like. I don't think so. With this air of energy and trapped feeling all the time. Because they're trapped in their own filth and they just choose not to get out of it. They're trapped in their own filth and they're making conscious choices to stay where they are. Nobody's holding them to it. Drag innocent people like you and me into it and make our lives miserable. Well, who the fuck do we think we are? We are free? No, we're not. I'll show you something. And then they commence to start pummeling us. So there is constant dis-ease all the fucking time. And I'm smelling this gas again and it's hurting my ear. It starts to hurt. The ear is hurting like if something starts to press like right here. There's no heart palpitations. It's going through my nose because my nose will burn. Right now it just happened. As you're watching me, I'm not sniffing it. There's nothing here. All I have here is my cup of coffee. That's it. It's a free cup of coffee at Panera. That's it. There's nothing more. And I could feel it, and it hurts all here. It hurts. My ears start to hurt. This is what they do. And they're fond of saying this is what they do. Just unhappy people. Do you believe what I just described? Do you think that these people are happy with each other and themselves? No, they're not. Hate the people that they've robbed, the people that they've mauled, the people that they've brought down, the people that they've caused huge problems in their lives, and they're still trying to thrive and get up. They hate us. They hate us. Like, who the fuck do we think we are? We're so special. We're hardworking. We want, regardless of what the situation is. Who the hell do we think we are? That's their philosophy. Show us that when you fall down, you stay down and you try to do the worst you can possibly do. That's what this is their religion, basically. This is how they live. And they're pushing it down your throat and my throat. I don't want it. Rebuke them. Refuse them. Try to keep your energy up no matter what. Try to keep it strong no matter what. Try to keep it as intact as you possibly can. You know the things in the Bible that I keep recalling? He said, the Word of God, read it all the time. He said, write it on the inside of your eyelids if you have to. It's coming, ladies and gentlemen. It's here now. It's here. Those days, there's no more wondering. They're here now. I don't know how many waves more of people like this that we have to go through before it actually is here. People like you and me are just wanting it now. We're not fearing it, we want it. We want it. See, my breast is starting to, it's like poking all over, and it's this pain right here. It's right down here. I'm sure they've, now I feel lightheaded. They've been injecting stuff in my body. I'm sure they have been. Like I told you, my faucet head was turned around. I called the lady, the owner. She said not to her knowledge, and to her knowledge, no one would go in there and do that. Only someone who was messing with my water supply. I've been talking about water since I lived over there. I don't want money. All I wanted to do was work and get on with my life. I don't want anything from these people. Whatever they stole, let them keep it. There's barely enough for them. There's so many of them. I want to work. That's it. But anyway, and they have a way like like I can see them, and maybe it's because they're focusing on me all the time. It's like the merging of energies, so I can see them. They have to use technology. I just use my senses basically because they're not here, and there's no wires connected to me that I know of. It's like they're rolling joints. What does a joint do? It gets you all groggy and sleepy and tired. And you want to eat all the time. You see them with a joint. This is how you like when they use drugs because the energies are so intermingled. It starts to. It's like sitting in a fucking crack house basically. With people all around you using drugs, the effects of it because the energy is so lethargic now, you start to follow suit. You can feel that drain as they pull you in. This is what they do to me. They want to keep us in complete disarray all day and night. Stand up. Say no. Say no. Say no, you don't want it. Just say no, you don't want it.